Good evening, parents. Mrs. Anderson. I just wanted to give you a little crash course in Google Classroom because we'll be utilizing that a little bit more now that we're getting more into the routine of our work. It will only be for online options. So if you are doing the paper options, which I would prefer that you're doing the packets, because I know for sure that is the stuff that I want to be hitting on with them. You'll notice it's a lot of review this week because every 2 weeks it'll be a new lesson. So next week, the packets I'll give you are going to have long I with E at the end. I'll post a video for that as well, teaching the new lessons. I'm going to teach some new stuff with some of the other stuff as well. Math, we're kind of at the end of with kindergarten. Now we're just expounding on what we already know. So I want to show you how you're going to access any online options today. And what's nice about it is your children can actually turn it in to me, get immediate response when I get a chance to check it. But then they can feel that self-satisfaction of turning something in. So here we go. I'm going to share with you how you're going to go to Google Classroom. If you already know, then you probably don't need to watch this video. So when you go to Google, well, I'd like for you to use the Chrome browser if you can. Many people use Internet Explorer or Foxfire or whatever that one's called. That's one I use at school. But you want to use Chrome if you're trying to do stuff with Google Classroom. It'll just make your life a whole lot easier. You'll notice when I go to my Google page, it says sign in. So I want to sign in because if I go to the waffle, there's really nothing there for me personally. So we're going to go to sign in. I'm going to be signing in with Ethan, putting in his password. Now, if you've forgotten passwords, I did send those to you, but happy to give them to you. They're on my desktop. I can access them very quickly. I can even text it to you, whatever you need. So now you'll notice that my Google page looks the same, except it's a little different with my little spinny thing here. So now this is Ethan's Google account. So anything in here is all Ethan's. So this is what we call the waffle or the checkerboard or the tic-tac-toe board. So you'll click that and you'll see that Classroom comes up. So we click Classroom and you'll notice because Ethan is in the upper floor and they're departmentalized, that Ethan has a Google Classroom logo or thing for every class that he's in. And so what they're doing, aren't you thankful? They have to go to every classroom every day to check if there's assignments. A little bit of work there for them. You just need to go to kindergarten. So I put Ethan in kindergarten for us for now. Ethan, you okay with that? So he's a good sport. He's going to have kindergarten on his page for a little bit. That's okay. So when Ethan clicks on kindergarten, now friends, I'm sorry, I'm calling you friends because that's what I do with my kindergartners. So, you're not coming back to kindergarten. So if it says join here, which I don't think it will, you would just click join. But for the most part, you click on kindergarten, my much thinner face shows up. And then I like to go up here to classwork, but you can always go down to the bottom down here and you'll notice there's assignments from every day. Mostly just what I've been emailing you. I just post them in Google as well, just to have some options there for some people who are using Google. So you'd go to classwork. And so this is what you're going to need to do tomorrow to get to the online options. But it is a secret. If you can't get to that, just email me and I will email you the links. I just would love for them to do it through here if possible, because we'll be using this more. So you'll notice when I scroll, there's a bunch of different assignments. So what you do is you'll go to the assignment for the day. So I'll do that again, e-learning, Wednesday, April 8th, view assignment. And then you'll notice some of the things are here and some things are here. These are the things that they need to do for work for me. And so the cool thing is when they open it, it's like giving themselves a piece of paper that's just theirs. So they're gonna edit it, but they're not gonna be editing it like other people. So Ethan's gonna click on that. And then if you go over here, it's telling you the instructions on this page. Don't try to click. I spent some time clicking and was like, why doesn't it work? But you're going to go over to this page and your child will just click. And then they want to get that little arrow thing and they're going to drag the answer over here. So there's 10 ladybugs. They would go through the whole thing. They should know somewhat of this, maybe not all of it. You might have to sit by them for some of this, counting the ladybugs. Let's say we say there's 20. I move it over. Oh, wait, not 20. I'm going to move it back. I think it's 19. Slide it over, right? So then let's say, so now when you don't have to save or anything. Coolest thing about Google is it is constantly saving. So like Jesus, it always saves. Microsoft isn't like Jesus. So then Ethan doesn't have to do anything. He can just go up to the top bar line. He can close that one, or he can go to e-learning here, back to it. Then he can go back to this one, do the next slide, and this one is addition. So same thing, they're clicking and dragging. So there's 2 math pages. And then you would go, there's one more that's a reading one. And this one's a little bit different because the pictures they're gonna drag are actually on the actual screen. Well, it's all one big problem on one screen. So bag, ag, at, ache, at. Now the nice thing is if we close these windows, oh no, somebody closed all the windows. So then you can go back to your classroom. Everything is saved. Yippee from the background. Go back to that classwork. You can check to make sure your child did it all before you do turning in. So I can go back to Ethan's slide and say, are you sure you did all of that? And I can go in and I can scroll down and I will see, it's gonna refresh for me. I will see that it has everything that Ethan did that will be saved on it. And I go back to learning, so I can check here. This one, yep, oh, you forgot some. Go ahead and put skates in. What is that picture? I'm skipping that. You guys can zoom in on it if you don't know what it is. Oh, put it anywhere. I can't tell what that is. Taxi would go here. My guess is it's a long A word, but I don't know what it is. But you guys do. Okay, so then you would say, we're done. So then the biggest thing is you turn it in here. And it says 3 attachments will be turned in. Are you sure? Yes, turn them in. And then the good news is then I can go look in my Google Classroom and it'll show me who turned it in. I can write them a comment, or at least I know that your children are, you know, doing something productive. Then down here, the other 2 links, I know this is getting long, thanks for being with me. This is April showers. This is our art for tomorrow. There is, the supplies are in your folder and it'll tell you which supplies you need. Siblings could do this one too, as long as you have an extra piece of white or very light construction paper or thick paper. And then there's a link to the homework. And then Mrs. Bartelt, you'll exit out of your kindergarten classroom and you will have a music classroom to go to. Here we go. So one of the, you'll have only 2 classes. I don't think you have a computer one. Maybe you have a computer. So I think you have 3. You'll just click on the Mrs. Bartelt one. She just has a video for them to watch. And there's a secret visitor there that they are gonna love to see. It's somebody who comes with her a lot and his name starts with M. So I hope that helps you a little bit. I hope you were looking at me because I really don't have any makeup on. I'm trying to look at the camera. I'm not good at that. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Zoom. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And again, if you don't feel like dealing with Google tomorrow, just let me know and I'll email you the links. But I'm trying to make you have to go to the links unless you absolutely can't. Have a good night. I'll talk to you later. God's blessings to each of you. Bye.